What's up, YouTube? And I'm back at you with another video. And now I'm reviewing the Fiesta Bowl. I got the post-game stats for the game. TCU pulled it off, guys. They beat Michigan. And I'm going to read off the stats. Yeah, TCU, man, they came out swinging in the first quarter. They got, I think at one point they had like a 14-point lead or something like that. I just know that Michigan was struggling offensively in the first half, and but they was able to, kind of bring it back up, and it was a back and forth game, guys. This was a very, very exciting game that we saw. Max Duggan, man, he threw 2 picks, 2 interceptions, but he threw for 225 yards for 2 touchdowns. So he had a good performance. He had 57 yards rushing, and he was also able to get 2 touchdowns rushing the ball. So this TCU offense, man, is just really, really hard to defend. Kendre Miller, he only got 57 yards. I noticed that, he didn't play the rest of the game. I think he was injured, so he didn't get a touchdown. But TCU offense, man, really, really good. They put up 51 points on this Michigan defense, man. Michigan had a pretty good defense, and TCU just did what they wanted to do offensively. Amari Demercado, he had 150 yards rushing, and he had a touchdown as well. So TCU was able to get 3 rushing touchdowns, passing touchdowns. Quentin Johnson, he had 163 receiving yards, beast of a player. He got a touchdown. Tay Barber also got a touchdown. He had 12 yards receiving. But TCU, man, a lot of people had Michigan win this game. I picked Michigan to win this game, and TCU wanted to prove something, and they did. It's going to be their first time since the playoff era, to be able to get into the playoffs and play in the national championship. I think a couple of years ago, they was really, really good, but I think around that time there was a lot of teams still ahead of them. I think like Ohio State or other name brand schools that a lot of they get in the playoffs a lot. Basically, what I'm saying. And TCU was good a couple of years ago, but couldn't get in the playoffs. Well, they're making it up now. Finally going to the big game, and we're going to find out who they're going to play up against. Whether it's going to be Ohio State or Georgia. Whoever they play, they got to stop this TCU offense. Michigan, on the other hand, like I said, got off to a rough start. J.J. McCarthy, he threw 2 interceptions, but boy, he passed for 343 yards for 2 touchdowns. So he did a phenomenal job passing the ball. Like I said, this game came down to the wire. Just penalties, messed up, Michigan in the end, and this just fell short. But this was a very, very exciting game. Like I said, J.J. McCarthy, he had 52 yards on the ground rushing. He got a rushing touchdown. Keely Mullins, he only had 5 yards rushing, but he got a touchdown as well. Roman Wilson had 18 yards and a touchdown. Donovan Edwards, he had a good day on the ground, 119 yards, but he wasn't able to get a touchdown. TCU's defense early in the game was playing pretty good, but after a while, both teams just started to score at will, basically, and it was a back and forth game. But good game. Donovan Edwards, he had 8 yards receiving. The only receiving touchdowns, Running Bell had a good day. He had 135 yards receiving with a touchdown. Then Roman Wilson had 104 yards receiving and a touchdown. So you kind of hate it for Michigan. This is 2 times getting in the playoff game and playing the semifinal game and losing, kind of a heartbreaker, total yards. TCU was able to get 665 total yards of offense. They got 225 passing, and then they got 264 on the ground rushing. So, like I said, TCU, they're balanced offensively. They're very, very hard to defend, and you got to be able to stop this offense if you want to be able to beat them. Michigan was able to get 630 yards of total offense. Like I said, they got 342 passing and 186 on the ground. Michigan, both teams put up enough points to win this game, guys. It's just both teams defensively just had poor tackling and just a lot of blown coverages. So this game came down to who can outscore the other team, and TCU was able to outscore Michigan. Like I said, Michigan had a chance there at the end, but just couldn't capitalize on it. And congratulations to TCU. Congratulations to both teams, for giving us fans, a good game, and TCU, like I said, has a chance, to play in the big game. And feel sorry for Michigan fans, but Michigan's trending in a better, direction. They just have to, hunker down and get better. TCU, like I said, going to have your hands full with either team that they play against, whether it's Ohio State or Georgia. But TCU just showed everybody, don't count them out. They're just as good as anybody in the country. And it's going to be interesting to see who they play against. But that's all I have for the video. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.